Hello everyone, emergency, everyone, please take your seats, gather around. This is an emergency video. I have an announcement to make, a message. The McDonald's that I go to every day in Arlington has cut power to their electrical outlets. I tried nearly all of them. They don't work. And I can only come to the conclusion that they do not want people working on their laptops there. Because a lot of people do, and it's much cheaper than a cafe, and it's also open later, because this one's open to midnight, and they open really early too. I never get up that early. I regret that though. I wish I did. But I can't work on my videos right now, so now I'm doing this emergency video. And I know you're thinking, Angelo, why don't you just go to another McDonald's or another cafe? Well, a lot of McDonald's don't have outlets. Second of all, a lot of cafes are really busy. Third of all, a lot of cafes and other McDonald's have really loud music. It's very hard to concentrate. Or they have really loud noises from the kitchen. These constant beeps, beep, 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 when the food is ready. McDonald's is supposed to represent the American dream and family and happiness, but today it was no dream. It was a nightmare. And so there's another couple reasons why I don't go to other places. My ears hurt very easily. When I have headphones on to edit my videos, even with the volume just barely tapped up, like 4 out of 100, and with earplugs in, my ears throb. They hurt so badly. So I have to have the speakers on low, but it's nice to be in a place where there's music playing and there's other noises, so people aren't bothered by that. Nobody cares. Other people are talking and playing stuff on their phones, whatever. It's no big deal. Can't do that at a library. An Arlington library, by the way, barely has any parking. And you have to pay for a lot of parking. And parking that's there is up to 4 hours. And you'll pay several dollars. You'll pay a lot to park there, more than I would to eat here. And finally, the other like McDonald's that are around that I like to edit at, they're all far away. Closest one might be like 10 miles away that's good to edit at. Yeah, I could go to Wendy's, I could go to Burger King, but here's the last and final straw. My car is being worked at right now. Where's the mechanic? Right there. I'm trying to get an oil change, and I'm hoping that they can get my car to start right, because I gave them the starter relay and I said, here, put this in, and hopefully the car starts right. If not, you'll have to jump the car, and I told them how to do it. So, just to give the wider scenario of what's going on in Arlington, there's a homeless shelter, which I'm not sure exactly how many people they can house at night, but even to get there, I'd have to either take the metro, I could technically walk, but take the metro or park. Parking is expensive, and I'd have to move my car every 2 hours or park in a garage. It's expensive, and I don't want to have to hang out there and work. It's regimented. Anyway, but the point about the homeless situation is there are going to be more homeless people around here. There are a lot of people who cannot work in their own home, even if they have one. They have a lot of roommates. Trying to get my allergies under control. I've been drinking vinegar with mother in it. It's like a probiotic. It's supposed to help your body not overreact to allergens. But I want you to see the contrast of this homeless face and this institution that has treated me so well, and so many other people, because a lot of people work in there on their laptops, and a lot of people charge their phones there, and Arlington is only going to have more homeless people because we prioritize here the rich and big companies over people who can barely afford to get by. We're trying to get Amazon here. I mean, not me and not a lot of people. A lot of people don't even know it. But we, meaning the state government, the city government, they're all trying to get Amazon here, give them over $1 billion in subsidies and tax breaks, which, what do they need subsidies and tax breaks for? They paid $0 in federal income taxes last year. They make all this money. They make huge amounts of money. They don't pay income taxes, and they don't reinvest in the areas as a result that they benefit from having infrastructure in. And they contribute to the homeless problem. Seattle has like 12,000 homeless people. It's one of the largest homeless populations in the country, because when Amazon went there, they didn't care one bit about regular people in Seattle going homeless. They resisted a tax to pay for homeless assistance there. And they don't even treat their employees well. They had to be pressured and shamed into paying them $15 an hour, and now that they do, they took away other benefits. They make sure they won't work many hours. Jeff Bezos has like 4 $60 million homes or whatever. Somebody just put the right amount on there, but he's looking to buy. He lives around here. He wants Amazon to be close to the Pentagon and the White House so he can do lots of lobbying. He's going to get $1 billion Virginia Tech campus because they don't even have enough people to fill jobs there. So he says he's coming here, it's going to bring jobs here. In reality, they're going to be hiring people from all over the world, and those people are going to move here. They could already get high-paying jobs from tech companies. Other people who get tech jobs who can get tech jobs, can get them anywhere they want because there's so many of them around here. And we have a bunch of vacant units of housing for every homeless person around here that are just costing cities and localities money, and we refuse to put people in them. We just won't do it. And so this is one of the effects of all that. It's deny the homeless are there, mitigate their existence, make it illegal, because it's illegal to sleep in your car. So anywhere I sleep, it's illegal, basically. And make for homeless people, and then just don't want to have to deal with them afterwards. Don't want the responsibility of dealing with them. We have a bunch of commercial property, commercial areas that are zoned for commercial buildings around here that are vacant because Arlington and Northern Virginia zoned for too much land to be, for commercial use, and there's a bunch of vacant properties. And we don't zone enough for affordable housing. People don't want that because they don't want it's not appropriate for our neighborhood. Actually, we did the math. It doesn't work out right. All they're saying is they don't want black people and Hispanics and brown people around them. They don't want immigrants around them. We just don't want the property values going down. I'm really interested in keeping them high and keeping out elements that are going to keep them low. Elements to keep them low are racist lies that people buy into that have been told for centuries about how you don't want to let black people or brown people move into your neighborhood. Meanwhile, Amazon's going to be moving here, but they're not going to pay to help schools that are going to be overcrowded. They're not going to pay to help alleviate traffic on these roads. They're not going to be helping with public transportation. Virginia is rolling out all the stops for them. Like, oh, please, we want you to be really happy here, Mr. Bezos. We want you to feel confident that you made the right decision in coming here. Tim Kaine was talking like an excited puppy. Like, oh boy, Mr. Bezos, I can't wait to serve you, master. It's making me sick. And in the meantime, see, I don't know what caused the electrical outage here. Hey, for all I know, it was an accident or just, whatever, a malfunctioning thing. In which case, this would still be a funny video and have a good reason for existing. And hey, it's okay to be wrong sometimes. I'm wrong, but, without malice, whatever the case. But I'm betting they didn't, all the outlets all over the restaurant didn't just go out at once because they worked last night. I'm betting they cut them because they don't want people hanging out here on their laptops. So now I have other options. Either I have to drive further, they're not open as late, or I can just stand here, talk to you all, and I'm lucky I have my portable battery charger right here so that my phone can stay charged while I'm trying to get my car fixed. So I don't know if I can even walk anywhere that I can use my laptop to edit the other videos I have planned. And you know what? This is kind of a good thing in that it's not good, but I mean, it's like the timing is interesting because in a couple days I'm planning to go to Los Angeles, so it's not gonna be a problem for me. I still don't like it because a lot of other people come here, and I don't know if they're homeless or not. They don't know if I'm homeless. But a lot of people come here and work on their laptops and stay here late, or they just don't have anywhere else to go. I meet guys here. I talk to some people who, work very hard. they've traveled a long way. Just in general, they've traveled a long way. And they can't necessarily afford or want to be out at a bar, so they're just hanging out at McDonald's. And they're very nice people, and the workers are nice people. And by the way, McDonald's does not pay people enough. Oh, this makes me sick to think about. Just in 2016, they finally agreed to raise employee pay for 90,000 workers to over $10 an hour. $10 an hour? The CEO got like a $15 million compensation package in 2017, I believe. So can they not afford it? Is McDonald's such a crappy company? They're like, well, geez, we wish we could pay more. We just can't afford it. These people work so hard. Most of them probably are not getting full-time work. It's a stressful job. It's repetitive. It's not really fulfilling. And they're such nice people, and yet McDonald's doesn't want to pay them well. So don't blame the employees here. The employees are doing their best. They're such nice people. I used to tip them once in a while when they would come around, because you can do the self-service kiosk, and they would come by and bring your food. I'd say, do you accept the tip? Give them $1 or some change. Lately, they haven't accepted it. I don't know if it's just the specific workers, or it's like maybe managers told them you can't accept tips. Pay your damn workers more, McDonald's. And understand the reality of the neighborhoods and communities you're in, where there are homeless people around here, and there are only going to be more of them. And I don't understand. It's like companies and rich people are so self-centered and greedy. They could be the most beloved employers in the whole community. McDonald's, think about it. If they paid people $20 an hour, everybody would love them. People would be tripping over themselves to work here. They don't want to. They just don't want to. They don't want to lobby for more affordable housing around here. They don't want to help make the communities better, neighborhoods better to live in. They just want to reap the benefits, make it as easy as possible for themselves to pay employees as little as possible, give them as few hours as possible, basically be inert. Have the business going forward and not really think too much about, people who come here who aren't rich, who actually rely on McDonald's and benefit, because increasingly this country's getting that way where people are having to rely on each other because they're so broke. And it looks like the census is going to make things even worse. If you're looking at the whole other topic, I won't get into that, but basically it's so funny that rich people are trying to cultivate hatred of poor people and immigrants and people of color, get people who also have lots of problems to scapegoat those same poor people and people of color for problems that rich people inflict on them. So people will go out of their way. I should have taken my cough drops out of my car. Maybe I can run over and get them. They go out of their way to defend rich people's reputations and honor. It's stop debasing yourself. Stop trying begging. Stop. You show that you're trained to love rich people and think that rich people are there because they're supposed to be there. They just work harder, and poor people want to be poor. It's funny how many people are pumped in, given that propaganda, and it's pumped into them over and over, and it's like the rich are just laughing at you while you believe this and you defend them, and you demonize other poor people and immigrants. You demonize them, but rich people are just laughing oh yeah, definitely, good call. Yes, you want to be like me someday. I actually worked for this. Maybe if you worked harder, you'd be like this too. That's my sort of Patrick Bateman voice. They're laughing at you. Trump is laughing at you when he says he'll be the president of the little man, the forgotten man and woman. He's laughing at you all. He doesn't care one bit. He pretends climate change isn't real, and he acts like he's done the math. I thought very carefully. I've stayed up many a night considering the possibility, but Jesus, the science isn't there. No, he's obviously, like, he's living in a world where it completely benefits him to not believe in climate change, so that he can continue working with oil executives and lobbyists who pay him, pay his constituents, meaning his peers, the Republicans and a lot of Democrats, and a lot of people who supposedly are, have no affiliation, but are just working in the government. A lot of people in the military. Military is a huge consumer of oil and gas and the biggest polluter in the world. Anyways, I've been in rant mode, even though my throat is failing me. It's just good timing that I'm going to leave soon. I'm going to Los Angeles. This is like, hey, it's just time to go. I've been doubting myself a little bit, not too much. Like, I haven't doubted whether I should go, but I'm like, there is a very real possibility when I go to Los Angeles, I could lose all my money. Everything will trip me up. It'll be so much work. I won't get work done that I need, and I will totally fail and lose my car and just be destitute. There is a real possibility of that. I'm facing that. I'm not trying to risk that. I'm not trying to do anything risky. I just think I need to do this. It's a very calculated risk, because also a lot of good things can happen, and I think I'm going to meet a lot of people and be more resilient and learn a lot while I'm there to become a better filmmaker, and then come back and work with my mom and make even better videos. I don't know when I'll have a home again either. I've been homeless for almost 6 months now, just about 6 months. And I've been thinking a little lately, I'm okay with having a home again. I'll be glad to have a home. I went homeless as a choice, but I kind of had to. Like, I was forced to I chose to by force. I was going broke, but I also just hated landlords. I hate paying to prop up rents around here, because that's what you're doing. You're essentially, when you're paying a lot to live here, it's like, well, I know it's really expensive. I know it makes it harder for other people to live because rents keep going higher and higher, and landlords know they can charge you because everybody else is charging higher. But I just really want to live here, and I decided I can't do that anymore, and also I can't really afford to. I want to sort of tell my own story, both with my life and my videos. And I just chose to live in my car instead of pay rent somewhere and pay someone else's mortgage. And rents keep going higher and higher around here. Now it's over $1,900 a month for an average month's rent in a one-bedroom apartment around here. What do you think's going to happen to people around here who can't afford to live here anymore? So many immigrant communities are going to be driven out of here. We have so many people who are barely able to pay their rent, who are one paycheck away from going homeless. So I'm glad I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to go to Los Angeles. I can't there's nothing I really want to do here. I do want to make videos with my mom still, but there's nothing I particularly want to do that is that's really compelling me to stay here now. For 6 months, yes, there was. I was working here, I was doing a lot here. Now, I realize, okay, I got to do something else. And hopefully I'll get some interest or some, motivation, get some motivation out there for people to, give attention to what's going on with even homelessness. It's all a symptom. One thing, how rich people exploit poor people and pretend everything's just the way it is because that's how it's supposed to be. And if you're poor, you want to be poor, when in reality, they're designing it so you be poor. They're working with governments nonstop to make sure that you're poor and they stay rich, and that you barely have a chance to live decently and with dignity and have work with dignity. I could go on all day about it. I won't. I'm going to wait around for my car. I don't know where I'm going to go now because I can't work on my laptop anywhere. I got to wait for my car. So, like the video, favorite it, leave a comment, share it, tweet it out. And soon I'll be in Los Angeles. Or I'm leaving for Los Angeles next week. And it's perfect timing. Like I said, I hope when I come back, this place has power again. If it's not all one big mistake. But again, I doubt that. Maybe something happened. In which case, it would just be funny. That all this happened. But even so, I'm still planning on going to Los Angeles. Hopefully my car is okay. Got a lot planned there. So stay tuned, everybody. Thanks for watching. Who knows how long I'll be homeless. Now, I'm ready to be in a home in a way. Like, I like the idea of working inside where I can hear the audio properly on my laptop. I can get up and go to the bathroom and leave my laptop running. I don't have to pack it up and take it with me to the bathroom. And you know, I don't have to watch out what are other people doing. And, you know, is someone going to trip and fall onto my laptop or something? None of that. I can just sit and work. McDonald's, turn the power back on. Thank you.